Los Angeles Rams taking on the Cleveland Browns. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half. But it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Cleveland Browns. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Godden. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear and the #1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. Gone. That's into the hands of Wallace over the middle. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. And that one's complete to Gurley. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Gurley. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make this a second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Goff. That's caught left side by Jake Butt. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there, first down. Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. 11 yards there, just like last play.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
A gain of 13, it's a first down. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Goff. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And they'll get him down right around the 16. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Goff now looks to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Chances are good. He's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that that could be a really, really frequent combination. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Big time drive. Let's go, boys.
Mayfield on play action. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Samson Abukum. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl. No. Off. 6-3. 218. Chopper.
Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Mayfield to throw it, and it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams tack on. To their advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Check 6 guys. Check. Lucky.
They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. Now on 2nd and 13. Mayfield throwing the out route incomplete. That's Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Watch twins.
Mayfield off the play fake. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Mayfield looks to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Working out of the gun. Mayfield. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. And again, it's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
4th down, Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop it before you get a good head of steam going.
The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Steps away to his left, and he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Baker Mayfield with his 16th touchdown of the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. Now, let's not forget that was all set up by the fourth down conversion earlier in the drive.
Would have been a complete letdown if the drive doesn't culminate this way, wouldn't it? If you're going to go for it on fourth down, your intention is to make sure you get a touchdown out of the drive, and that's exactly what they did. Converted, and it converted a second time for 6 points.
Todd Gurley and the Rams offense set to take over. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Boy, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a second and long.
Mike, I'm here all day. Regular.
On second and 15 now. Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want a way to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. On second down, Mayfield again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. The Browns on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. Got to be careful here. They need to move quickly, but it's also 4th. Now Mayfield on 4th down. He's got Njoku over the middle. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Throw left side to Higgins. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On 3rd down, Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Badgley, up and good.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. From the 27, Mayfield, 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Another carry now for Gurley. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing on 3rd. Gone. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down. On first down, gone. Complete out right to Jake Butt. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT. Looking for Woods that time.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Mayfield now. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Showed some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. They'll They'll go from the 40. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. He's got Higgins over the middle. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Mayfield now from the 50. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Higgins. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down. Mayfield now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Mayfield able to get this one to his tight end, Njoku. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
You draw portraits. Pistol. Hey, alert!
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Check. Real. 53. 53.
Mayfield with it once more. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Run. Check 24. He's coming. We got double up.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback would be defensive. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Noah Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. Gone. And Cooks hands it over the middle. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Kill. Pistol. Kill. Turn up. Showing it. 49. Check that.
Harris starts the drive on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
What's that? Under 10, under 10, 10. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
Safety screen. Regular. Check hot route. Hot. Shoot. What's that? Check 31.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Pilot, 64, weak.
On 2nd down, it's Harris. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Mayfield. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a 1st down. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Goff. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. You got to get back into focus here. Get the 1st down. That's what's vital to them.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Receiver downfield. Offense.
Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. On 4th down, Goff. He's got his man. That's Wallace. He's at the 30, the 20. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow, wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. They've gone to the fourth up in Seattle, and the Seahawks able to take home that victory. Russell Wilson, he was on fire. 5 touchdown passes. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's Mayfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, only thing larger than his name is wingspan as he knocks that one away. The Browns on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. He'll look to throw. Here's Higgins out of the right side. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
25, check 25, check 25. Check 9, check. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Check 25.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. He's going to let it fly. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Well, they were 2 for 3 on 4th down tries. Now they're unsuccessful. That brings them down to 50%.
But that's a percentage you have to feel pretty good about. You know, 2 for 4, 2 for 3 before that, but finally get stopped again. That's okay. That's the type of team that'll keep pressing. In this situation, they'll continue to go for it.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know, this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for L.A., they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Browns, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did, huh? Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch.